Welcome to a beautiful day here in Norway. It's the view from my office, and I will be talking about women and Earth observations and citizen science today, because today it is International Women's Day. Hello, good morning. Okay, good morning. This is the afternoon. You see right now, you see the office view. I'm enjoying a Easter weather, as we call it here in Norway. It is sunny and warm enough so I can sit outside and work. Thank you so much. Thank you. My name is Bente Liljaby. I'm an earth science expert and an astrophysicist. And I will come back to why I mentioned the astrophysicist part later today. And that's on my professional side. Personally, I'm a nature-loving gadget geek. I combine my professional and personal interest in citizen science. So hi. I'm sorry I can't read very well on the screen because I have the sun in my eyes. Thank you so much for the hearts, everybody. Thank you, and thank you for sharing. Yeah, please do me a favor if you like to show others this. Do share the scope and follow me for more scopes. I have the intention of scoping basically every day now, and I will show you the view. It is so nice here, and I think I will show you here on the snow. I don't know if you can see it. This is just outside my house here, and you see the tracks of animals going across the field here, so close to to my office. So anyways, I thought I'd say something about the day today and the topic of the day. So, it will be a little bit white. So, hi. So I'm sitting here on the veranda enjoying the sun. And I decided I would say a few words about women and the work that we do in Earth observations and in citizen science. So as I mentioned, I'm an astrophysicist. That's part of my background. And as a woman here in Norway, that was something very, very exotic. Yay, Women's Day! And the thing is that there are so few women in STEM, science, technology, and mathematics. And thank you for joining. And I think it's such a shame, and there's no reason why we shouldn't be having more women in these fields. So on this day, I decided I'd say a few words. How E is for engineering, is it? Oh yeah. Anyway, sometimes I just say, STEM, the hard sciences. There's many. It's a general challenge. I think in many countries, not only in. Yay for women in STEM, exactly. So I'm one of these rare species that a woman astrophysicist. So I studied at the Institute of Theoretical Astrophysics at the University of Oslo, and when I did that back in the days, it was like 25 years since last they had seen a woman at the institute. And I think I was number 5 or 5th in the history of the institute doing theoretical astrophysics. So it was a very life-changing experience. It was harder than, I guess so. It's I say that theoretical astrophysics is ridiculously easy compared to my other experience at the institute, because they were the male professors, obviously, and the other students, they were not used to relating to a young woman at it, not only a woman but a young woman. So and that caused some very strange behavior that I simply had to deal with. Anyways, I did my studies. I love my time at the institute actually at the time, but it was not very easy. We have to say that. But the astrophysics was easy comparatively. Anyways, today, fast forward today, and I see that there are still a lack of women in these hard sciences. And right now I'm working on this particular planet that we live on, so planet Earth, and I'm doing a lot of Earth observations, particularly data management and the use of data that we collect from both from space, from satellites. So that's also related to my education, of course. But still, there are few women in these fields. It's for some odd reason, and I have engaged in trying to recruit and addressing something is now called gendered innovation. You might have seen it. Hello, Deborah. Yeah, Earth is my favorite planet. Yes, exactly. That is. That's definitely the favorite one. Even though I think all the others are extremely interesting, this is definitely the favorite planet. So, going back to the topic of the day, Women's Day. For those who joined late, this is Bente Liljaby. I'm from Norway. I'm an earth science expert, and professionally and privately, personally, I'm a natural-loving gadget geek, and I combine it in something called citizen science. And jumping then to the link between women not contributing particularly to the hard sciences, to Earth observations and physics and climate change even, just to mention a few. With citizen science, who is my favorite woman scientist? Who is my favorite? I kind of like Madame Curie. I think she was a very brave woman, obviously, but there are so many others as well, and I, unfortunately, on the top of my head, I don't remember the names. I'm very bad with names in any way. So, I think Madame Curie, yeah, Curie all the way. Yeah, she did with some what do you call it? Pioneering work. But you know what? In astrophysics, in astronomy, back in the days, it was part of the social entertainment to have women, in the upper classes, social classes, societal classes. The women were entertaining when they had parties by showing the party stars on the sky. So they were, back then it was considered an activity that women did rather than men, as opposed to now. So there were some, Herschel, I think there were a brother and sister, stay in the kitchen to make sandwiches. Yeah, well, we can do both, No problem. I was visiting an exhibition at in Netherlands, where they have the European Space Agency, and they had this exhibition about one of the space shuttles in the very, very beginning. It was in the 19th, I think, and you don't really have a room at your own in a space shuttle. You can imagine it's not that much room for it, but they sort of had a little corner that were sort of their private space in the space shuttle. And there was this, and you have to excuse me, all the maids, I'm really thinking that we are equally good. Really, I do. But so to all the men and boys out there, I'm sorry, but this story is kind of special because we have the Women's Day, and there are special challenges being a woman in the fields of science. So anyway, there was this female woman astronaut. I'm very bad with names, so I don't remember her name. Anyway, she had her corner, and there was this picture with a saying on the wall saying that in order to succeed as a woman in space,
activities, you need to be 3 times as good as a man. Or normally I hear 2, but 3 times as good as a man. And then underneath it was saying, luckily that's not too hard. So I'm sorry, I told you, I don't mean bad. It's just the fact that it's harder for women in certain areas of society. It's just the way it is. So on this day, we can allow ourselves to talk a little bit about it. Thank you so much for the hearts. I love it. I will show you a bit more of the beautiful view I see. Thank you. Yeah, no, sorry about that. Here you go. This is the view. Beautiful day on Women's Day. Yeah, so with citizen science, is anything going to change? How is that relevant for women? I was thinking, and I think that in itself, citizen science provides, hello Mexico, I love Mexico too. Citizen science allows all citizens to participate, including women. So I think that citizen science is something that is welcome, and that will actually contribute to more equality between all, not only men and women, not only gender, but across countries, across economic, wealth, or if you are rich or poor. There is a great potential for the citizens to participate. And there have been some articles written about this, the role of citizen science as a democrat, as an augmentation tool for democracy. So thank you so much for the heart. The sun, unfortunately, the sun is going down. Hello, Cairo. I guess your scene is more yellow than my blue over in Cairo, as I remember. The sun is so yellow. I have to go like this, otherwise you see just the sun is going directly into the lens. Anyways, I thought I would just share with, warmer colors. I share with you my thoughts on this Women's Day and the fact that there are few women in the hard sciences, including in what we do in earth science, which is making a lot of earth observations. Norway is my favorite country. Yeah, I can't help but love my own country, but there are many other places, beautiful places in the world. Will you witness the solar eclipse? I don't think there's a solar eclipse coming up right now. It was one on Svalbard last year, I think. That was a totality even. And they were so lucky. Unfortunately, I could not go, but that was awesome. I mean, that was just incredible. I did see, now I remember exactly where I was during the eclipse last year. I was up attending something called I was attending something called the World Championship of Cod Fishing. Actually, there is such a thing. And so during the eclipse, I was out in a small boat, in the open ocean, crossing a huge ocean, going to this championship. It was just tremendous. I was up in the Arctic. Incredible experience. So I digress severely from the topic of the day. I just wanted to show you. Supposed to be an eclipse in Macratia. Where is Macratia, Michelle? There is one in the continental U.S. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, there is. Yeah. Well, we probably won't see it. You know, there are eclipses rather often, but not exactly at one location. It moves around on the planet. But have you guys seen? I recommend you go and seek. I think you can Google or search on the NASA nasa.gov site and find lots of beautiful pictures taken from the International Space Station of the planet while there is a solar eclipse. Those are so cool. Oh, thank you. Thank you. NASA.gov. Yeah, go there and search for solar eclipse. And also make sure there are pictures from the International Space Station. They take some awesome pictures all together, but there are some magnificent pictures, satellite images from the space station during the eclipse. Even last year, I think I saw some of them last year. By the way, if you want to hear more of my reflections and learn more about citizen science, do follow me here. Do share this replay so people can watch the replay if they want to have an image of what's happening in Norway on Women's Day. And if you are interested in citizen science and want to learn more about it than just my reflections on which role they can play in recruiting and making women more influential in science, you can go to thank you. It's my pleasure, Michelle. You can go to look at my bio. I have a link there called blb.as/gadget guide, because there you can get a list of the different types of gadgets that we can play with. Also women can play with this gadget. And I'm a perfect example that I'm ridiculously happy to play with gadgets. It's not only men. So, yes. Do you have any questions? Thank you so much, Deborah, for sharing the link to the guide. I also have a Facebook page set up for a group for people who would like to discuss citizen science more. It's citizen science and citizens observatories. It's the both. Citizens observatories is something that is European invention, where you focus on collecting data. Observatories like collecting different kinds of data. Citizen science projects in general are more different kinds of scientific project that doesn't necessarily include having data, collecting data. It could be other kinds of activities. I will come back to all these issues, by the way. This is just like I said, jumping in on Women's Day. Eclipse. Oh, thank you, Deborah. You look at that link that Deborah found for you. So where you can see the solar eclipse seen from space down on Earth. Those are awesome. Really cool images. So do you have any more questions? Nah. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for sharing. And thank you for, I had a bunch of hearts coming my way. I will be back with more power to citizen science on it. Yes, thank you for your summary. Great. What is your name? Org002. Can I ask you what's your name is? That was very helpful. No. Oliver. Okay, Oliver, we say Oliver in Norwegian. Thank you so much, Oliver. Thank you so much for your help. Thank you, Deborah. You're too kind. So, follow me, share this, and come back tomorrow and in the future weeks. We are planning to talk more about citizen science. You will learn more about Earth observations. You will learn more about how we apply it, for instance, for climate change research, for disaster management, for managing our cities better, for air pollution, for those who have illnesses. There's so many areas where citizen science both will contribute to a better management or better world. We use big words today, and everybody can contribute and influence also what kind of information that we want to collect. So now I will stop. I will continue to work some more. Have a lovely day. Thank you, and I will see you the next time. Bye. Thanks, Oliver. Have a nice day.